There are three methodologies that I considered when evaluating the program of restorative storytelling. Restorative storytelling is the use of a series of storytelling and listening tools towards the outcome of building connection and community. That's restorative storytelling in a nutshell. Like anything else that is complex, and I'll get to complexity in a moment, evaluating it is tricky because doesn't happen in a vacuum. So any kind of storytelling is happening in relationship. So there, of course, is the teller and the listener or listeners. There's also the environment in which the storytelling is taking place. There's the point, the purpose behind the storytelling. Why is the story being told? There's the timing. There's the length of it. There's so many different variables at play. And even just within looking at just the storyteller, we do contain multitudes. We are complex. So when evaluating a program of restorative storytelling, or for that matter, any kind of pedagogy or any kind of curriculum, one needs to have a methodology that will be, relational in that way. And one of them is systems thinking leadership is what I used. The paradigm that is created by systems thinking leadership was very helpful for me because leadership is a relational act, and it is something that happens within complexity. Okay, a little bit more on complexity. We sometimes interchange complicated and complex. The metaphor that I like to use is that, putting together an airplane is complicated. That's a complicated thing to do. There's so many different parts. They have to be in working order. You have to use them in a certain way in order to get them up in the air, but you can figure it out. It's figure-outable. A teenager is complex, not figure-outable. I mean, you can get close in a certain circumstance, but everything is relational all the time, constantly changing. That's complexity. So systems thinking leadership really leans into the complexity and the moving dance floor that is trying to lead a group of people. And every single person is vastly different given the changes in the environment and the timing, time of day, what's needed from them in any particular moment. All of that stuff is deeply complex. It can be complicated, but it's clearly complex. So telling stories is not a transactional thing. I mean, there's a transactional component to it, sure. But that is not the way to leverage the incredibly powerful tool that is storytelling, let alone restorative storytelling. To be as effective and enduringly effective with your storytelling, I believe it is best to see your storytelling happening within a system. So storytelling in a system. By the way, this is one of the books. So there's 7 books on restorative storytelling, mini books. They're 99 cents. They're inexpensive. But you can get the content, what I'm talking about, the research that's also in there, as well as a whole series of exercises to help you with that particular tool. So in this case, storytelling in a system, the idea is to help you identify the system and then how to behave within the system in a way that benefits, ultimately your goal, which is probably to connect and build community. So the storytelling, or rather the methodology that I used moves things from seeing life as complicated into seeing life as complex, and then how to enter into that dance. really, really helpful. So there's a bunch of resources that you can get from the book that will point you in different directions to learn more about systems thinking leadership. The part that I'm going to be talking about has to do with steps that you can take to use all the other tools that are described and explained, and you have exercises for in all the other books together into a process. So the first one, the container tool, helps you identify the system. Who's involved? When is this happening? Where is this happening? And then really importantly, why is this happening and what is it that we want to cover? Being clear about all those different things really helps you contain the storytelling experience to really know like what's happening and with whom, so that then you can use the other tools, directional vocality, intentional gesture, authentic presence, all the different storytelling strategies, so that you can meet the moment. Nothing gets in the way of a beneficial, effective experience than your own plan. Nothing gets in the way more than your own plan. You go in there rigidly with that sort of banking model, transactional model of I'm just going to tell this story. That might work with a few people in the room, but I guarantee it's not going to happen for everybody. So in order to maximize that opportunity, because everyone wants to listen to a storyteller, in order to maximize that privilege, you want to go in there. I believe that a proper acknowledgement of that privilege is to meet the moment by interrogating your own presence, being conscious of the body language that you use, recognizing that you have up, down, forward, back vocality given whoever's here or whatever's happening, to use the different kinds of vocality in this moment, and then put together out of the 12 storytelling strategies some kind of plan, and then use story listening and open response to make the whole thing dialogic, to make the whole thing interactive, truly interactive. Even if you're the only presenter, people can tell if you are really present and responding to what's happening, and they find it exhilarating. So storytelling within a system is being able to take all the other things that you have learned from all the other videos that are here and use them together towards a particular aim that is connective and community building. That's what we're here. That's what we're doing. That's the kind of way in which we can be a responsible member of a forest community, is to show up fully, to bring all the multitudes that is ourselves, and to actually witness and interact with the multitudes of everybody else. It's a good feeling. It's a great day, and it is truly, I'll say it again and again, a privilege to be able to offer that to people. So I hope you get all the other restorative storytelling books. The videos that will be happening from here forward will be entering into another directional form of storytelling, which is intuitive storytelling. We've been covering restorative storytelling. Intuitive storytelling is going to be in the realm of being able to intuit the perfect content and the perfect story given the situation. Restorative storytelling is about the body and the storyteller. Intuitive storytelling is being able to tap into the all that is and be able to get, sort of like AI, the perfect bit of information for that particular moment. Okay, let's keep going.